So let's be real. Skincare isn't everybody's thing. I will tell you though that your makeup will never be a 10 if your skincare isn't one. Although some of you might not feel like skincare is really your thing, you're more of a makeup girl. Your skincare still needs to be really good or your makeup's not going to lay on your face the way that you want it to lay. But I'm going to switch gears a little bit and move on to makeup. I want to talk a little bit about Crunchi makeup. I've had a lot of messages recently just asking me about what we even have at Crunchi and what kind of makeup I would recommend and if it's similar to Beautycounter. And if you've followed me long enough, if you know me personally, you know that I can be a little too honest sometimes. It's not always my best strength. But if you know me on here, you know that I will always be honest with you as far as products go. So I just want to share a little bit about the Crunchi foundation, the Crunchi eyeshadow, highlighter, bronzer, things like that. And I want to show you what it looks like. So currently what I have on right now is I have foundation on, and then I also have concealer on. And what else do I have? I have Beautycounter's brow gel, Ilia mascara, no eyeshadow, and a little bit of Beautycounter highlighter. So honestly, because I didn't even realize I had highlighter in my little bag of Crunchi stuff. So I'm going to show you guys right now the different things that we have and then explain a little bit more about it. So first thing, I have the foundation here. So this is the bottle it comes in. Extremely similar to Beautycounter. If you've been following me for some time, you understand and you know that I love Beautycounter's foundation. I have always been like a tinted moisturizer person and I usually gravitate towards that, but I didn't love Beautycounter's tinted moisturizer, so I never really used it. I only used their foundation. I personally think that this is a really easy swap. So Beautycounter's foundation, it was buildable, it was really light, it didn't make you feel fake or anything like that, cakey, none of that. Crunchi is the same way. It's buildable, goes on really nicely. It's like creamy, you know, just a really easy foundation. And like I said, I'm wearing it. I've been wearing it for the past several days. You can kind of see it's nice coverage. Nothing really crazy about it. I really like how it feels on my face and I love that it's buildable. So like later tonight, if I wanted to, I could put more on if I'm like going on a hot date, you know? But I really, really like this a lot. Extremely comparable to Beautycounter. So in my opinion, if you didn't like Beautycounter's, then this probably wouldn't be for you. I don't know. But if you loved Beautycounter's foundation, I think this would be a perfect swap for you. Okay, concealer. If you watched me, I was unsure about it at first because I used the wrong shade. And then I got the right shade because that makes sense. So all of you all of you makeup like artists, you're probably like, she's such an idiot. Why did she have the wrong shade? Anyway, I had the right shade now. I love it. So as you know, I really did like Beautycounter's concealer. However, I didn't love it. And the reason I didn't love it is because I felt like my under eyes, it was like dried out. That's how I felt. It felt like it was drying out my under eyes and I felt like you could always see it. And I just assumed it was user error because like I'm not a makeup person. I don't even know how to apply makeup really. And so I just thought it was user error. So when I got this and it kind of like hydrated my under eye and also like went on very creamy and just smooth and didn't look, you can't tell that it's on. I was like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like. So I'm just going to put a little on my skin right here, but this is the bottle. It is smaller. A little goes a long way. So you can see I put it right there and it just goes in really nicely. And it gives a little bit of a shine. So I don't know if you can see that really well, but there's a little bit of a shine there, which I really like. It kind of like highlights. Doesn't highlight the bags, but it highlights your face a little bit. And so for me, I like this more. I actually have some other Beautycounter concealers that I've stopped using because I really just love how this leaves me feeling more hydrated and like not dry. And I've been hearing that from a few other people. So again, I liked Beautycounter's concealer. I did. I really liked it. I thought it worked well. I always felt like you could see it and I felt like it was dry under my eyes. And so I just like assumed it was just user error. So I still went with it, but I'm like loving Crunchies. So there you have it. All right, everyone, we are moving on. So I just want to show you really quickly these 4 products, and I am like, again, I'm not like a huge makeup person. I'm a girly girl for sure. I love getting dressed up. I love doing my makeup, but I don't go overboard. And most days, if you see me daily, like my neighbors, you know that I don't always wear makeup, and you know what I look like on a regular basis. So, okay. I can't believe it. Honestly, I didn't know it was possible, and I'm not like just trying to pump up Crunchi here. Like, I really truly didn't know it was possible to make a great product without talc. Talc is terrible. We all know that. Well, you should know that if you've watched that show on HBO, the documentary Pretty Little Face or something like that. Forget what it's called. You know the harmful things about talc. If you just do a really quick Google search and type in talc harmful, or are there benefits to talc, whatever, you'll see how bad talc is and how it's in a lot of our products and how it's extremely difficult to make talc-free products. It's really hard. So Crunchi did it, which Beautycounter did do it too, but Beautycounter had a lot of cream-based products, which I personally loved. And so going back to powder is going to be a little bit challenging for me. But for all the girls that still were using powder and still really love it, we have some eyeshadow palettes, we have a highlighter, and also a bronzer. So these are just 2 of the eyeshadow palettes. I just want to show you guys the colors. It's so pretty. This kind of reminds me of my Naked palette back in the day that was probably filled with talc. I really love on the back that it kind of explains how to use it for all of us that don't really know what we're doing when we're putting on eyeshadow. So it tells you everything. But isn't it so beautiful? I just love it. I love these colors. These are more of my colors. And then we have this other one with like your blues and your purples, which I also really love. I'll be wearing both, of course. And again, has the colors on the back, everything that it's about on the back. So I really love that there's talc-free eyeshadow. I think that's extremely beneficial, especially when you have to wear eyeshadow. And then this is the bronzer, which I know a lot of you wanted a bronzer. So this is perfect, talc-free. It even explains like how to apply it, which is like perfect. Because then you don't have to ask me how to apply it because I just don't know what I'm doing. And then here's a highlighter, which is like super exciting. This is the highlighter. There's a little bit of a glow on it, and there's different shades and things like that for you guys. But again, another really big perk is on the back. It tells you how long you should have the product, which is extremely beneficial. Whether you listen to it or not, it's still there. I probably won't really listen to it because I'm really bad about switching out products, except for mascara, because mascara I do switch out, and you guys know I love my Ilia. I will buy the Crunchi one and I will try it. I'm determined to try it, and I will tell you what the reviews are. But anyway, this is just another brush. I love their brushes. They've just been amazing and just like really high quality. I really like them a lot. So that's all the makeup that I have. There's a ton more on the website, but I just wanted to show you guys talc-free. I mean, like, if you don't know how big of a deal that is, you need to just Google it. That's what you need to do. So makeup girls, highly, highly recommend the foundation. I really love it. This is 2.5. This is what I'm wearing. And then this is the concealer. Love, 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 love this. And this is an M25. And then all of the powder stuff, all of this stuff, I will be using the highlighter and the bronzer and the eyeshadows. I'll show you guys how I like them and how I put them on. It won't be the right way, but how I put them on. Again, just extremely impressed that it's talc-free, clean, gluten-free, all the frees. I just like love all of that. And if you know any of my story with my kids, how important it is for me to find products that are clean from everything and that I trust and I can have on my kids. Because even if I'm not applying eyeshadow on my gluten-free child, which I will not be doing, but even if I did that, or if he brushed up against me or something, just to know that I have products that are like all the frees, just makes me feel a lot better. So anyway, reach out with any questions, let me know. But I thought that would be a little bit helpful. Or maybe you just tapped on through and didn't listen to any of this, and that's fine too. Bye, guys.